Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how to make installation of the steering wheel spacer on a Abarth 124, and of course the installation is exactly the same as a Mazda Mx5 Nd. Okay, I will use this tool to let you see from the same point of view the installation procedure. Okay, first let's disconnect the battery. This number 10. We disconnect the negative pole because it's gonna be a bit tight. Put something like plastic or anything to insulate the contact, because you are never sure that during installation the terminal will accidentally touch the pole of the battery and give electric power to the system of the car, while you will have the airbag of the car. First thing is to remove the airbag. The airbag is fixed on the steering wheel thanks to 3 springs, which are not helical, they are clip springs. 2 of them are in this position and the third one is down here. And to unclip the springs, you must put a flat screwdriver, little in diameter, and if you can grind it to make a C, it's better to clamp the springs. And you must go into 3 holes that are at the sides of the steering wheel and at the bottom. They are here behind the spoke, and here at about 6 o'clock, slightly on the left, and at the right. It's like if you mirror the first one, you find the other one. Okay, let me show you the springs. Maybe this can be helpful to you. When you must unlock the airbag from the steering wheel, you are going to move these springs. These are the clip springs I talked you about, and you will do something like this with the screwdriver. And as you can see, the end part of the springs are very close to the holes. The holes are here. Look, if I go inside, this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3rd. Okay, so you don't need to go too much in if you don't find it. Okay, you can start with either of the springs. Be careful not to damage, not to scratch the plastics of the steering wheel during the installation. Okay, the spring is just behind the hole. You don't have to go inside the steering wheel with the screwdriver, because it's just there. It's a bit tricky to find and you can't see what you do. But when also you find something that is elastic, you will immediately pop out the airbag. This is the first one, then the other side. Take your time to do this, because it's easy and may appear faster than it really is. I did it many times because I made the installation on my customer cars, so it's a bit easier for me to find the spring than can be for you, which perhaps you are going to buy the spacers once or twice in your life, because you're going to keep your car for a lot of years. So take your time, because maybe this is the most annoying step of all the procedure. and you don't want to damage your car. Okay, this is the second, and this is the third. Let me find the hole. Here it is. Okay. Oops. Okay, it pop out. Now, what you need to remove completely the airbag, it's unplug these two connectors. One is for the horn and the other one is for the airbag. The one for the horn is easier, you just pull, and the other one you need to pop out this black secure lock system, and to do this you must use another flat screwdriver, more little than the other one, because you have to go inside in this little hole and make a sort of lever action to pop it out. If it comes out, it's not a problem, you can re-put in. At this point, just pull and it comes out easily. Okay, store the airbag here on the passenger seat, and now we can unlock the central nut. You can do yourself like this, or if somebody holds the steering wheel, it's better. I did it several times on this car, so maybe it required less force than may require on your car, but it's similar. Okay. Now the nut, the central nut, is unlocked, but you don't have to pull it out the steering wheel immediately. Just be sure that it moves on the shaft. If you start to pull, you will find it very, very tight, and you may need to use a puller to unlock the steering wheel from the shaft, because especially on the 124 and the Mazda Md, there is a sort of a glue effect between the steering wheel and the steering column, so it may be very hard to pull out the steering wheel. You have to be sure. You can do like this, shake it, and it will come out. Okay, when you see the steering wheel doing this, you are sure that it will come out easily, so you can remove the nut and disconnect this connector, which is for the steering wheel commands. It's very easy. Just press this clip and pull out. Okay, it's done. Pull it out and gently help the wires go through the slot. Store the steering wheel apart. Okay, this is what you're gonna see. This is the steering, the clock spring assembly. Don't turn, don't pull, leave it there, and start with the installation. Okay, all the procedure must be done with straight wheels, because the Mazda shaft, both, because they are interchangeable, they don't have any marker that prevent to install the steering wheel and the spacer, like jumping one tooth, and at the end of the procedure you will have everything work fine, but on the driving on the straight, your steering wheel will be off center. So pay attention during all the installation to keep everything straight. At this point, you can put the spacer inside the shaft. No matter if you put it on the shaft in this position or 180 degrees position. It doesn't change anything because the shaft has exactly 36 teeth, so it doesn't matter. Help the wires go this way. Center the 2 pin in the corresponding bores and just push it by hand a little bit. Take the original nut and start to lock it by hand. Then tighten it with the wrench. Okay, very fast. At this point, you can fit the wire extension, which is included in the kit, and it replicates exactly. It's the same identical connector as the original steering wheel, so you do exactly the same. Okay, you have to hear the click. Now we put the shaft on. Either way is possible. It doesn't matter because I already machined the spacers to maintain the wheel alignment at the end. Any orientation won't change the result. Your wheels will be straight. Okay, tight the bolts with a wrench. Okay, give a final tight. Okay, it's done. Now it's turn off the steering wheel. The steering wheel must be inserted in the shaft. You have to respect that this line. Gently first make the connectors go across the slot and make our harness match the original connector of the steering wheel to make the button work at the end. Okay, you have to hear the click, and the wire, the harness, is a bit long. You can bend it a little on the side. Okay, this is correct. You see, they are aligned. When you miss a tooth, you will find the steering wheel off center. This is the correct alignment. Okay. Now just tight the central nut, which is interchangeable with the other one. Okay, it's done. Now put back in place the airbag. First of all, we have to reconnect the connectors. This is for the horn, and this is for the airbag. The airbag connector have one specific alignment to match his socket on the airbag. You will see there is a sort of rib here that must go in the corresponding slot here. Okay? If you try to put the connector in the wrong way, it will not go in, and even if you force it, it will not. Just pre-align it, and just a little force will make it go in. You will hear a click and another click to press this black secure lock. Okay, it's done. Okay, now the last step. Put the airbag unit in place, pre-aligned with the steering wheel, and it will be very easy, just a second to make it in place. Just put your hand here and push. Okay, it's done. The airbag must not be hard to push, because it means in that case that one of the wire is between the airbag unit and the internals of the steering wheel. But It's very difficult that this happens. I just tell it to you to warn you about problems that may happen. Now we must reconnect the battery. Okay, remove the insulation, push the terminal in the battery pole and tight with the key. Okay, let's start the car. Okay, no airbag warning light. No warning light. The horn works. Let me see. Okay, the steering wheel commands work. Okay, the volume, and let me check the radio. Let's change a station. Okay, it works. Let's hear a song. The phone. Okay, there is no phone connected, but the system respond to my inputs, and look, the cruise control works. On, off. Okay, it's done, guys. Okay, guys, this was the procedure. If you like the video, just share, and if you have a question, you can contact me. Even during the installation procedure, you can send a message on Messenger, and if I am wake up, I answer immediately. Okay? Thank you. Bye-bye.